It's busy at our undercover house in Long Beach, California.
Okay, he's getting out of the car.
Just stay tight and we'll go to the front door.
Remember, we asked our previous suspect to go out the back way so he wouldn't scare off our next visitor.
Hi, how you doing? Come on in.
He's Paul Clemente, a 22-year-old college student from San Diego. Clemente spoke online with someone he thought was a 13-year-old girl. At first, Clemente says she's too young, but soon asks her if she's had sex and what position she's used. Finally, he gets down to business.
So when's the time I could come to your house? Of course when your mom is not around. I'm asking when, so we can go out.
Clemente asks if she's had sex in a hot tub. When the decoy answers yes, he writes back,
"You're making me horny."
For good measure, he sends along this picture of his penis. Then he tells her something that really surprises us.
"You're gonna be my first."
That's right. He may think she's 13, but he's the one who says he's a virgin. Now, the 22-year-old virgin is in the house.
All right, can you pour me a drink really fast? Because thanks. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna go get my hair ready. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
I'm excited, by the way.
Me too.
So you excited too? How you doing?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry.
Please have a seat.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing here?
She said so excited to see me.
She said she was excited to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna sneak this guy back to the trailer.
As we're having our conversation inside, outside, the Long Beach police decide this is a good time to sneak into the backyard and arrest our earlier visitor.
First subject in custody.
I didn't say anything bad, sir.
Didn't say anything bad. If he says he didn't say anything bad, what about what he showed her, like the picture of his genitals? I want to show you something.
Sir, please.
You sent her that photograph.
Sir, please.
Did you send that to her?
Yes, sir.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
Why did you
Sir,
think that was an
please.
okay thing to do?
Sir, she said it's okay.
She said it's okay. So because a 13-year-old girl says it's okay, you do it.
Sir, please. I'm not a really bad person, sir. Please.
As for that claim that he didn't say anything bad online, what about telling her he'll perform oral sex on her or asking if she's ever had anal sex? Have you ever had conversations like this with teenage girls on the internet before?
No, this is my first time.
Your first time?
Yes.
You know, I hear that a lot. Can you imagine why I'm a little skeptical on that?
Sir, please.
Well, virtually everybody who walks in this house says the same thing.
I'm sorry.
And I'm guessing that not everybody's telling the truth.
Sir, I'm sorry, sir.
And as we suspected, when Clemente first covered his face, he knows there are cameras in the house. Do you ever watch television?
Yes, I know, sir.
You know what?
The show, sir.
The show.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the show on television?
Yes, a couple of times.
A couple of times. And you know what the show is called?
Dateline.
Dateline what? To Catch a Predator.
Sir, I'm not a really predator, sir, but I'm just...
You're not a real predator.
No, sir.
Just a pretend predator.
No, I'm just curious, sir.
A curious predator.
I'm not a really predator, sir.
So you saw those other shows we did.
Yes, sir.
Then you probably know that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and you know the story we're doing.
Yes, sir.
So, is there anything else you'd like to tell us? We'd like to hear it. If not, you can walk out the door you came in.
Yeah, please. I'm sorry.
And since he knows about our investigations, he probably knows what to expect when he steps outside.
Put your hands up.
I'm not a criminal, sir.
Put your fingers.
I'm not a criminal, sir. I'm sorry.
Clemente is arrested and charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child. He later pleaded no contest.
This is him. It's Lee Greer.
It's Lee Greer, 74, our 1 o'clock.
Did you bring the food?
Yeah.
Okay, great. What did you bring?
The double cheeseburgers with no pickles.
Awesome. I made chocolate chip cookies too, but I actually just got some on my shirt, so I'm just going to change my shirt real quick.
All right, I got some fries, but the fries might be cold. It took me a little while to find this place.
That's alright, fries are always good.
And they didn't give me my sodas I ordered, so.
So no cookies for you? What's going on?
Not much. Who are you?
Who are you?
Lee.
Lee, what are you doing here?
Come to visit a friend off the net, I thought.
A friend off the net.
Yes.
Yeah. And who's that friend?
Name is Sammy, I believe.
The name is what?
Sammy.
Samantha.
Samantha.
Right. How old is Samantha?
I thought she was 18 or older.
18 or older.
Right.
And what made you think that she was 18 or older?
Just by the way she talked and acted.
Truth is always the best, Jerry. So why don't you start over again and tell me how old did she say she was in the conversation?
13.
13, okay.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
31.
And you thought it was okay for a 31-year-old man to come to a home where a
sir.
13-year-old girl was alone because why exactly?
I didn't.
Then why did you do it?
Stupidity.
Stupidity.
Honestly. I was... Pure stupidity.
You sent her that picture,
Yes, that was stupid.
right?
Yes.
What does that say about your intent?
Stupidity. Honestly.
Stupidity.
Right. And I told her they were dirty pictures and she wanted to see them, so I showed them.
So because a 13-year-old girl says it's okay for you to do it.
No, it's not, sir. No, sir.
Are you married?
Yes, sir.
Do you have children?
No, sir.
How's this going to go over at home?
Not good. I had really, really, really like for it not to go home. Really, sir.
Did you bring condoms today?
There's some in the car.
Just happened to be some in the glove box.
No, I always have condoms anywhere I go because of diseases. I always have them in my car with me.
Is that your personal car or
No,
rental
sir,
car?
that's the rental car.
You had planned on staying the night.
No, I was going to get a room tonight. That's what I told her on the net, that, you know, I'd consider staying the night or whatever, but I wasn't.
But there's talk about spending the night here.
Yes, I know that.
Did you pack a bag?
No, sir. I got one little deal. It's got my underwear, it's got my a new shirt, and I always wear my shorts twice because they're not dirty. And I got my PJs.
Sounds like you're all set. Got food, got condoms, got sleepwear, ready to spend the night.
I know what it sounds like.
Well, there's a few things that you need to know. One is that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults meeting teens on the internet. Everything that you've done since you pulled up here has been recorded on camera.
Oh, Lord.
If there's anything you'd like to tell us further, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're obviously free to walk out that door you came in. Lee, you're free to go. Can you take your...
Goddamn work! Oh, please, God! Please, sir! Get on the ground! Let me see your hand. Oh, Lord. Oh, for you. You did fine. Oh, Lord.
Knock, knock.
The man walking in our back door is 21-year-old David Schumacher, screen name Freebird 72000. He's been chatting online with a decoy posing as a young teen named B. Playing B invites him in. Online, he invites the girl, who told him she was 14 and a virgin, to a birthday party. And from his online chat, it appears he has his sights on a party for two.
I want to be your first, baby.
Okay.
You gonna put my in your mouth? 'Cause I like that.
I guess I can try it.
Just let me drive, baby. I'll show you heaven.
They're so good.
Did you make them?
Yeah, I made it myself.
All right, I eat one. I like chocolate chip.
Hey, why don't you have a seat right over there?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? What's happening?
Good.
Your hands up where I can see.
What's going on?
You tell me what's going on.
Your dad or something?
So what are you doing in this house?
I asked the girl, did she want to go to the birthday party?
Who were you here to pick up? What's your date's name for the party?
B.
B. And how old is B?
I don't know. She didn't really tell me.
I need you to keep your hands up where I can see them.
Don't be scared, dude. I just got a cigarette. Don't be scared, dude. Are you?
I'm not.
You seem like law enforcement. I happen to know law enforcement.
You
when
do
I see
law
one.
enforcement, yeah.
I happen to know law enforcement when I see them.
You do. So you're an expert in this area.
No, I'm just saying you come off as law enforcement.
Really?
So
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Do you see an issue with a 21-year-old coming over to visit a 14-year-old?
I didn't really know she was 14.
She told you.
We were in a role-playing chat room.
Have you ever given or got head? Do you need a teacher? Watch porno.
And?
You got pornos.
I'm an adult.
Yes, but the girl you were talking to was not.
Well, I didn't know that, dude.
And your poor sister's waiting outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah. So
because you had to come over here and have sex with a 14-year-old.
I didn't come over here to have sex.
Why would you put that sister of yours
I didn't
in
come
that
over
position?
here to have sex. I come over here to get the girl and go to the party, dude.
Who are you? I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story
You do
on
look kind of familiar.
who try to meet kids on the internet.
Hey, man, I don't want to be on the news. You filming?
We are filming.
I don't want to be on the news, dog.
Well, it's a little late for that, dog. Now, if there's anything else you want to tell me.
No, I was in a role-playing chat room, dude. You got the phone records? You got that? Taped conversations? Do you have that?
You know, you're not really in that much of a strong position here.
I know that, man. Listen, am I being held up here?
You're not being held up. You're free to walk out that same door you walked in.
Do y'all want to interview? Hey, how y'all doing? Okay.
You can walk out that door anytime you want.
Am I going to be on? Is the cops out there?
I can't speak to that.
How y'all doing? NBC?
NBC.
NBC. And you're
Chris Hansen.
All right,
Dateline
listen.
NBC.
Let me explain something to NBC for a second here. I don't know what kind of rap y'all got on people, but maybe y'all get the whole story because this girl is in a role-playing chat room, and if she wants to play like she's 14, hey, whatever. But on the phone, the girl told me something different.
Really?
So I mean.
And you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, you don't gotta believe it. You don't got to. I'm not trying to convince you or these cameramen or anybody else.
Who are you trying to convince?
Nobody, buddy.
Yourself?
Is the police out there? Let me know.
Again, I'm just doing a story here.
All right, dude. Whatever.
Run into the car. Move.
But that doesn't stop detectives from catching him and placing him under arrest.
Get from behind. Chill, dog. Chill, man.
You should have condoms, pizza, bracelet, and a can.
Hey, I'm glad you could come. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Turns out today's his birthday. He's 37-year-old Lauren Armstrong, a construction worker. He's been chatting with a girl posing as a 13-year-old for more than a month. It's one of the longest chat logs we've ever seen, 407 pages. Using the screen name Lauren A20014, he tells her how to masturbate and then asks her if she wants to see him naked. She agrees, and he turns on his webcam. He wants her to look at his penis.
Would you like to see it up close so you can get a better look at it?
Oh my gosh. I guess, if you want to show me.
After chatting with the decoy, posing as a 13-year-old for just 6 days, he expresses his deep love for her.
I wish I could marry you right now, because I would do it. That's how special you are to me, and that's how much I love you.
But he clearly knows what he's doing is wrong, telling her to delete all evidence of their chat log.
Okay. Delete your archives and remember, Mrs. Kayla Marie Armstrong, I love you more than anything.
He was so excited to be here, and he came walking in very proud, very excited.
It's a massaging chair.
God,
It vibrates when you press the buttons.
Look, oh my God. I thought you had blonde hair.
Do you like it? I dyed it by myself.
I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
It's very pretty.
Well, weren't you going to bring me something?
Well, yes, I was. And I did.
Did you bring any condoms?
Yes, I did.
Where are they?
Out in the truck.
Well, what good are they going to do in the truck if we're in here?
Well, yell at me, why don't you? I haven't had a kiss yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then what did you want to do?
Well, I want a kiss first.
And then what?
Can I have a kiss first?
Well, let's talk first. We just got here.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit, not as bad as you thought you would be. I like seeing you in person.
Yeah, I like seeing you too.
Good.
Seem pretty comfortable there.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
All right, how are you doing?
What's happening?
Not too much.
Not too much. So what are you up to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
Well, I'll tell you, for the last several days, you've been up to a lot. You're a pretty prolific chatter there. You want to explain yourself?
Not really. I'd never really was going to do anything.
You weren't really going to do anything?
No.
So you brought condoms. What else did you bring?
I brought her a bracelet.
And she is how old?
She's supposed to be 13.
And how old are you?
37.
Now, besides all this chat here, and we'll go through that in a minute, you also sent a whole bunch of pictures. Now, why would you think that's appropriate?
It's not.
It's not. You tell her to delete her archives.
I didn't want her to get in trouble by her parents.
You talk about getting married to her. Getting married. She's 13.
So I meant when she was 18.
You were going to marry her when she turned 18. What do you think ought to happen to you?
I think I should go to counseling to get off the internet. I can do some things I can't do that. Oh my God.
Well, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on this. Now, you're free to walk out of this house right now. But if there's anything else you want to say, now would be the time to say it.
He has nothing further to say and tries to make a quick exit, apparently not knowing what's in store for him outside.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down!
On the ground!
Hands behind your back, Put your hands behind your back!
He's taken to the local police station where his car is searched.
On Mr. Armstrong's truck, we found some condoms.
Try one of my cookies. They're so good.
Chocolate chips my favorite.
Mine too.
When I make them for Christmas, I make about 10 dozen of them.
Whoa. Why so many?
Because we usually have family in from the up north. We had like 14 of us here this year.
Holy cow.
Can I get you a glass of milk to go along with those cookies?
Sure.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just was talking to her and she said come down and visit her.
Just like our other visitor, he admits he has a problem when it comes to underage girls.
I have a compulsion with for younger women, just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
And so this is something you do frequently?
No, I haven't done it I haven't done it since I moved here to Florida.
And where did you live before?
Texas.
And so you did this a lot in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan.
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you get in there?
Well, her grandfather tried to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything. So they arrested me for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
And how did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I met her in Michigan. And I took them.
You took the pictures of the girl?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put them on your computer?
On my computer, yeah. They were digital pictures.
After the 48-year-old asks the decoy online if she's looking for sex, he brings up the possibility that she might be a cop.
What made you think that this might be a police operation?
Just after seeing all these things on Dateline, like I said, this is the first time I've done it since I've been here.
So you've seen all the Dateline stories?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think of those stories?
I thought some of them were pretty bad. I mean, I saw the one where they were coming over for sex with boys and stuff like that, you know. And I'm not really into, pedophilia. This is probably considered that. And I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline
Right,
NBC.
I understand. I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Just saying that, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't go out and do.
I want you to be honest with me. If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
Probably would have happened.
Probably would have had sex. You would have gone ahead and done it.
Probably, yes. I mean, I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I had lack of judgment.
And here's a first. Before he leaves, he actually thanks me.
Thank you for bringing, kicking me in the pants and setting me straight, Chris.
He leaves through the back door, and the police are waiting.
Police, get on the ground! On the ground!